Shalom and good day all, this is Tehillim29, back again. This time I'm doing a graphic novels I have recently read through. Well, today I also had originally planned to cover the latest chapter of Challenge of the Super Sons, but because of not unknown reasons, but reasons that have been released by the author of the series, Peter J. Tomasi, the Super Sons is on a temporary hiatus and is set to return in, I believe, in March, if I understood it correctly. So until then, I thought I'd give you this to enjoy. So, starting off with what's in the back here. Deadly Class, volumes 2 to 9. I must admit, I really enjoy what Rick Remender has done in this series. And another thing I would also recommend is that you also check out the Deadly Class live action series. I enjoyed what it brought to the table, and I also enjoyed how this series went. So I'm going to give a rating for these volumes, and then I'm going to move on to the next graphic novels that I've also been reading through and give their ratings. So, starting off with volumes 2 and 3, I really enjoyed the art and the story and where things went with the story. To which I give it a 7.5 out of 10. One thing about this story is that it does get very gritty. Not necessarily in art, but in story itself. Moving to the next two volumes. Four and 5. It continues the scenario of course, being gritty, but we're also dealing with some underlying issues that are happening within the story. For this, I give them both a 7 out of 10. Moving on to the last 4 volumes, grouping it up overall because there's a real lot that happens between these volumes, including some injuries, some deaths, and the list continues. I do plan on collecting more of this series, and I want to give the last 4 volumes, which I presently have here, a 7.5 out of 10. Now to move on to the next volumes that I've been reading. Starting off from right to left, Brick by Adam Glass. Surprisingly, this is an independent work by Adam Glass, which I actually like. I didn't enjoy what Adam Glass did in DC's Teen Titans, but for this story on its own, in its own world, it really worked. I enjoyed the art, I enjoyed the story, I enjoyed some of the plot points, and at the end of the story, it makes one wonder, is this going to get a sequel? And if so, when's it going to happen? To which I'd like to give the story a 7.5 out of 10. Last but not least, this is something that is a recommendation of a channel on YouTube by Just Some Guy. And you know what? The recommendation was worth it. It was worth reading every single one of these volumes. The writer on this series is Greg Pak, and some incredible artwork by Takeshi and Triona. I hope I'm saying that right. And I love the covers. The covers work really well in regards to this series. I enjoy the story. The key character that you see there is called Stanford Yu, and you learn little bits about him, but also he's someone who starts off as a janitor. Due to unforeseen circumstances, he practically becomes a cadet in Los Robos. Very clever, very clever. I enjoyed the art. I felt like I could invest myself quite a bit into the characters. Behind him is Olivia Park, Olivetti, and I forget who the other one is, but behind it you also see their robots, or their mechas. And I just want to point out something. I'm not big into mech or mecha type of stuff. I will watch it, but it takes a while for me to enjoy it. One example of this is also a mecha type series called 4S Gridman. So it's SSSS Gridman. I really enjoyed the series. I really enjoyed the story. And it was very cleverly done. In this, I got to enjoy all the characters, including the characters around Stanford, as well as one of the characters that he looks up to. For this, I want to give the series an 8.5 out of 10. And that includes the art as well. Well, until then, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Until then, let's keep it colourful. If you've now made it to the end of the video, you are awesome.